What's up everybody, Stephen Rankin here with Whiskey University. This week on our review, we have Woodford Reserve Batch Proof. Particularly this one is 124.7. So I've heard kind of mixed comments about each one. The ones I've seen is this one and the 121.4, I believe. Supposedly this is the better one, and I agree. This was a really special, good bottle. So this one is, it's your regular Woodford mash bill, regular Woodford recipe, which is 72 corn, 18 rye, 10% malted barley. It's gonna be blended into a small batch, and it's not gonna be proofed down. So it's straight out of the barrel. It is non-chill filtered. It's about 5 to 7 years old. So again, they're gonna pull from barrels that are kind of in that 5 to 7 year range, depending on taste. So the master distiller is gonna go around and hand select special quality barrels to put into this blend. So that's where it's a little bit different than the regular Woodford, besides being batch proof, is that it's not just all the barrels dumped together. It's gonna be hand-selected barrels that are especially unique. It is a little pricey. MSRP $150. You're probably gonna see it for a lot more than that in a lot of stores, because that's just what stores like to do. Do I think it's worth $150? Yeah. Are there bottles that are much cheaper that are just as good? Also yes, but it is still a special bottle. And if you see particularly the 124.7, look out for that one. It goes for a lot in the secondary too, okay? On the color, we're gonna get kind of a bright chocolate, is what I kind of was thinking with this one. So that milk chocolate color, but almost if you put like a light, if you liquefied it and put a light through it, that's kind of what I was getting with that. Heavy viscosity, obviously being higher proof, being a little bit older, it's gonna be a little bit thicker, more syrupy. Not crazy though. Had a little bit of legs, but not much. On the nose, we're gonna get those deep, dark wood sugars. So this one reminded me of a double oaked. So when you put it in the barrel for a certain amount of years, take it out, put it into a fresh new charred barrel. If I didn't know better, I would have called this a double oak. It's super oaky, but not in a bad way. Like all those sugars and that campfire kind of came through, and it made it very pleasant. With that nose, we're also going to get a little bit of some bitter red wine, which I think is a characteristic of Woodford in general. So Woodford's goal is to be the most well-rounded whiskey that they can be. So they're not trying to go super sweet, they're not trying to go super spicy, super fruity, super whatever. They're trying to be well-rounded so it appeals to everyone, and you're gonna get a little bit of that red wine on their nose and their palate. And then the last thing I got on that nose was some like dark bitter chocolate. So very pleasant, very pleasant. The palate carried over pretty well, not as much as the nose. I got more of those flavors on the nose than I did the palate. So on the palate, I'm gonna get a lot of that heavy oak, but sweet. It was more sweet. So mouthfeel really hot on the tongue, and then very dry. And that's a characteristic of a double oak as well. And that's why I was like, that was going through my mind was double oak stuff. So really hot on the tongue, very drying, just like a bitter red wine. And then the finish was pretty short, honestly, for a batch proof, for barrel proof stuff. It was pretty short. It was hot, but it was short. Overall, I gave this an 86. So this was a really good bottle in my opinion. Look out for them. Again, if you see the 121.4, I think it is, I'd still grab it. But if you see this, definitely pick this up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. See you next time.